grass is greener in America. A shining city, a dream compiled. The place the world keeps reaching for. The grass is greener in America, where freedom sings, where hearts run wild. The grass is greener in America, a shining city, a dream compiled. The place the world keeps reaching for. The grass is greener in America, where freedom sings, where hearts run wild. The grass is greener in America, a shining city, a dream compiled. The place the world keeps reaching for.
Hello folks, welcome back to the program. Good evening, how's it going out there? Why is such a big break here in time? Good evening, how's it going? That's odd. There's a big disparity between when I'm broadcasting and when you're receiving. That's kind of odd. Yeah, it's really problems. I had to reboot my computer 5 times. I don't know what the hell's going on. Problem again. It's a problem I started having a while ago. It went away. It's back. Anyway, it's very frustrating and very annoying. I left my computer on, put it in sleep mode. Windows sleep mode sucks in Windows 10. And came back about 9:20 to set up for 10 o'clock, and it's just a blank screen. Nothing. Control-Delete did nothing. It's just, anyway, so Microsoft, go figure. They're bastards anyway. So, yeah, it really was PC issues. Yeah, and it's really starting to get annoying. I'm having a problem now where suddenly it doesn't recognize drives. I've had a external hard drive plugged into my USB port here ever since I put this computer here, use it as a backup storage location, and it's never been a problem. And now it's becoming a regular problem here just in the last 2 days. I go to click on it, and I can't access it. I actually can access it. Well, now look, the folder's empty. Oh, yeah, that one is empty. Yeah, okay, it's working now. So I don't know what's going on. I think the indexing or something is not right. But anyway, yeah. No, I'm not politically correct. I've never been politically correct. Anyway, Charles, I plan to be on, but I will have to be up for 7 o'clock for the rugby. I set that up. I managed to get that set up before my computer crapped out earlier. Now I'd better, when I have the moment, better use the time. I was going to go in the Veterans Organization type, but I didn't do it. But that reminds me, someone wrote to me and said that I did something incorrectly on there, so I need to take a look at that. They said that I posted something incorrect. Why is this stupid thing is not going where I need to go? Here we go. All right, let me take a look at this. Okay. All right. Did I write something wrong? Here, let me see. Thursday. Jeez, that's right. Edit post. Yeah, I'd be darned. Hey, we're correct. I fixed it now. It was nice of them to catch. At least it shows somebody's reading when I posted. That's good news. Let me see if it comes out right now. Cool. All right, well, that's taken care of. Whew, that was a crisis. Anyway. All right, folks. Hello to everyone here. Good to see you there. Welcome back to the program. Crazy stuff happening in South Africa, and crazy stuff happening here too. Courts going one way, courts going another way for the Trump administration, against the Trump administration. Yeah, that's what it is, JJ. I think it was the last Windows update. I think they did that to sabotage Windows, so we're forced to buy their shit operating system. Yeah, because I never had this problem before. Never had it. Can Bob give Nancy a 2-finger slit? Well, a 2-finger slit really isn't the best answer. It's a 1 finger. 2 fingers, the Texas Longhorns. That's what that is, Texas Longhorns. Beyond the mainstream, hello to you. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Charles Van Onslin. Charles, I don't, can you send me the link to your, in WhatsApp real quick, send me the link to your backup buddy, because I can't find it. I lost that when I had to reboot computer. So if you could send that to me, I'd be very grateful. Thank you. Did a video earlier. So several people, not just one, several people have told me that the interviews with refugees is beginning to be a bit overwhelming. And I said that there's problems. People are spreading misinformation, and they're also compromising operational security. And so I responded. I said, well, thank you for your input, but I disagree. The interviews that I'm doing have not compromised security, and they've been very helpful and informative, particularly the last two, as people get settled in over here. And people were back to me and said, no, not your interviews. Other people are now doing interviews, and refugees over there are putting stuff out on social media, particularly on Facebook, in which they're disclosing things that shouldn't be disclosed. Well, we do know that some blabbermouth shithead ran their mouth and caused the whole program to shut down for a few days while they had to find a new venue to do it because some dickhead ran their mouth and told people where they go. You're dumb as a box of rocks, and I hope they rescind your refugee status and send you back to hell, because you harmed a lot of people, and many people who would already be in America, they would have been out here if it hadn't been for your big mouth. So anyway. Oh. What do you mean you'll send it to my WhatsApp? You don't have it. Okay. How do you not know where it's at? Yikes. Yeah. So it's there's people cause problems. Anyway, in my response to that, I said that, look, I can't control people doing videos. For instance, you should have it too, Charles. For instance, what is this? Yeah, no, it's not just Loop 6. No, but I thought people were criticizing the interviews that I'm doing with refugees. I'm like, well, we're just helping people. But the person was complaining about Amerikaners are doing interviews with refugees now. I don't know. Have they done that? I don't even know their channel. If they have a channel, I guess they do. And also, what the hell is this? Okay. Yeah, they're not doing interviews yet, as far as I know. Coming soon, they said 6 days ago. So I don't know what they're talking about. Amerikaners hasn't done interviews, so I don't know why they're complaining about that. But people are complaining to me that Amerikaners doing interviews, that people are putting stuff on Facebook. I mean, I have no control over that. People can do what they want to do. I mean, as long as they're not committing crimes. But I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to tell you about that. Yeah, so the only two channels I know that have put significant effort into bringing actual information and genuine analysis to this problem have been Professor G's channel, which popped up sometime after I started doing this, and my channel. The Amerikaners don't have a channel. They just created one. They've done a lot of yeoman's work on getting information, background information to help people understand what it's like to live in certain states, the cost of living, yada, yada, yada. And then they volunteered to help the American embassy or the U.S. State Department screen people, and then they went under contract for it. So that's what they do. I don't know about interviews. So if you sign the drive to a letter like SRT, it fixes any listing issues. Windows works. That doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make. I don't understand what you're saying there. It doesn't make any sense at all. For instance, I have a C, a D, an E, an F drive right now. So you want me to take my E and turn it into an S drive? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this admin's rights bullshit. I don't understand. I've never understood PCs. Why do I need admin rights? I am the admin. It's my PC. You know, I don't understand that. So you're going to have to talk me through it, Otopi, by sending me a text message or send me an email if you don't mind. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, I think, check disk. I think there's definitely something wrong with the disk, so. Command prompt. Okay, check disk. There's nothing wrong with the disk. It's not recognizing. Invalid parameter. Been so long since I used damn. Do not have citizen privileges. Thank you. Yeah, it's been ages since I screwed around with DOS. I hate DOS. I hated it back in the day. Your last video. Okay. Yeah, so... Oh, there it is. Thank you, Charles. Okay, we wanted to find out what's going on with it. Last we looked, it was 57,000. Has it moved? Okay, it's not low. Oh, there. God, it's slow. It's at 61,000. Okay, cool. Gene Pant. Dirk to finish. Wow. And Anonymous Hendo. Anonymous Hendo. I don't know if that's Hendo or somebody loves Hendo, but there's 1,000. So you get 61,000, 81,000. So Charles, have you checked into it? Change to that drive letter first. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Where's my command prompt? Still access denied. That's because I'm not admin, I guess. Anyway, people are annoying. Most are complaining now. They had their first contact email, now waiting for a call. Taking too long, worry and stress. Then I said you had to contact, calm down. Well, it is Friday night, and I didn't announce this ahead of time because I couldn't get in my computer. So when we don't engage with them, it's fine. Here's the thing. People are being misled, and also refugees don't know all they think they know. Sorry, that offends refugees. The people who've come to the States, you don't know all you think you know. You know your experience. What Thea went through, what Earl went through, what Charles went through is not what people are going through now. People were processed and came in the interregnum is not what people are going through now. Things have changed. Things continue to change. People shouldn't sit up there and say, it's this way, it's this way, it's this way. There are certain things that are that way. The law is a certain way. As long as they follow the law, then it's consistent. But you shouldn't be telling people this, that, and the other. The way it's being processed now is dramatically different. For instance, they're screwing up left and right, telling people to be in Cape Town at 7:30 in the morning when they live in Polokwane. In Petersburg. They're telling people to be in Cape Town the next morning after they tell them to be in Pretoria. It makes no sense whatsoever. Ugh. Nobody gives a shit, Drogzilla. You want to pimp for that channel, then go to social media and put your shit all over. I'm tired of hearing you about that channel. Oh, God. Oh, man. You do your best to screw my channel up, don't you? That's your whole intent, to come in here and cause shit. Your whole intent. That just gets your jollies off, doesn't it? Eventually, I'll just ban you from it, I get tired of assholes eventually. I think that's one of the channels they were talking about. Refugee total cap is 7,500. My unprofessional, uneducated political opinion. Living as a refugee in the U.S., adjusting life and managing the major culture shock. Getting love this country and alcohol home. A safe haven to raise my children with endless possibilities. Yeah, leave them be, Sue Marie. Don't, just let it be. People want to be just assholes. Let them be assholes. Don't let them stew in their misery. They'll find out one way or the other. I'm frankly getting tired of all the bullshit anyway. I mean, the refugee thing has really just become so annoying because just people just ruin it for everyone else, and it's just we've already had people who aren't here because of people's mouths. Have people been defrauded by scumbag Afrikaners who stole their money? Even though I told people not to listen to them, and they did anyway. So at some point, you can't help people. If the blind want to be blind, the blind can be blind. Yep. Yep. Anyway. You never say that to a woman. That's funny. Watch that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm watching stuff. So, yeah. Thank you, Utopia. I appreciate that because I mean it's acting up. I don't know what's going on. I'm wondering if there's something that's been updated with Firefox as well, because Firefox dumps. I was having a problem till I went back and switched TPM back. When I switched, or whatever, it's TDM, the security thing. When I switched it back in my BIOS, it stopped dumping all of my. It stopped forgetting because I forgot my history, I forgot my passwords, I forgot all the sites everything is gone. My bookmarks were all gone. I reboot and put it back, and that stuff comes back now. That's never a problem. So, but I'm getting logged out of of YouTube. I'm going to have to log back into 4 different channels. I get logged out of my email. I get logged out of X, but I don't get logged out of a lot of other sites. So there's something weird. I think maybe something in Firefox has been changed. Anyway, yeah. So. You're on the edge there, buddy. On the edge. You know, if you love that channel, then go watch that channel. Stop coming here and degrading this channel. I'm tired of your shit. You're just an asshole. You're just an asshole. That's what you are. So knock it off. I don't know. The government shutdown might be, who knows? The Democrats are up to their tricks. Huh. Well, that's an operating system issue. It sounds like Karen's shame. Interesting, Charles. It must be the latest version of Windows. Maybe I can uninstall that update. I don't know. That update screwed up. I think they did this. Honestly, I think they did it to screw with us. You know, no more updates Windows, and then they give us an update after the Windows, or no more Windows 10 updates, and they automatically put an update, which I didn't ask for. Download, and ever since then, yeah, maybe that's when it's happening. I certainly start having those problems. Yeah, anyway. I don't know. Anyway, it's a little frustrating. So here, an interesting story in the Washington Times saying Trump struggles to tame high prices. What high prices? What high prices? Gasoline is down. Groceries have come down. What high prices? Widespread discontent over inflation and economy handed Democrats big wins in this year's election. No, it didn't. Widespread over inflation? No. Oh, my God. Economists urging patience, saying it takes time for prices to drop. Pollsters caution the producers also a red flag. They're not a red flag. Virginia is a blue state. New Jersey's a blue state. New York City's a blue city. California's a blue state. They won in all those places where they should have won. That's not surprising. These people are stupid. Stupid. This is not analysis. How in the world do you say that the inflation is the issue? It's less than 3%. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. Stupid. It is somewhat stunning reversal of voters' dissatisfaction with inflation sent Mr. Trump to the White House. This is in the Washington Times. What kind of, who is Jeff Murdoch? Dude, you are such a lying sack of horse manure. White House reporter for Washington Times, native of Newton, Pennsylvania, previously worked at Gannett, won awards. Won awards for being a shithead propagandist, I guess. Unbelievable. Exit polls told the same story. Voters concerned about affordability. Yeah, in New York City. Has nothing to do with inflation. Oh my goodness. Americans are staring down the reality of a holiday season marred by inflation. There is no inflation to be worried about. Higher prices are inflation, dingbats. Rising unemployment caused by Trump's chaotic, who's that? Gretchen Whitlas? Kendall Whitmer. Rapid response director for the Democratic National Committee. Oh my gosh. Inflation is less than 3%. Joblessness is at 4.1%. And prices aren't rising, they're falling. These people just make things up. This is the Washington Times. More than half of the voters in Virginia said Tuesday the economy was the biggest and most important issue. But Spanberger didn't campaign on the economy. In New Jersey, high state taxes. Well, Trump has nothing to do with state taxes. Yes, Utopi. So, I mean, somebody told me to reset the drivers for the BIOS for TPM. Anyway, but these issues weren't happening. Thank you, Rudolph. I appreciate it. Yes, if the Democrats would just sign a flat spending bill, the problems would be solved, but the government will restart. The problems will just be kicked down the road. That's what they did during the Biden administration. 13 times they approved continuing resolutions and kicked the can down the road. 13 times. Yep. That's what I thought. Okay, so would restoring those drivers stop this problem from happening? Well, I didn't have problems with Firefox. I've been using it without issues. But it's not just Firefox. I mean, when it won't recognize my external drives, that's a problem. Well, the F drive is being recognized. The E drive is being... No, it's not recognizing E drive. 5 minutes ago, it's recognizing it. Yep, now it's locked up. Explorer's locked up. 5 minutes ago, it recognized E drive. Now it won't recognize it. Yep. So, anybody got an answer for that? Oh, no, my external drive, it's not recognizing any of them. The F drive's not responding. And just a minute ago, it was responding. No, it's so Windows can correctly install the drivers for TPM. T-Duster. Not quite. Not quite. Not quite. Yep, so now I have to wait this out or try to restart Explorer. But I mean, if I do that, I'm going to crash my system probably. Springboks win tomorrow. And that's one of the topics I want to talk about here tonight is that game. France versus Springboks. Rossi Rasmus men to rub salt in French wounds with another clutch victory. One of the most highly anticipated encounters of the last 2 years is finally here as France hosts the world champion Springboks at the Stade de France. Just over 2 years ago, South Africa crushed the French dream of hoisting the William Webb Ellis Trophy on home soil, clinching a clutch 29-28 victory. This sets up a mouth-watering epic at the same rugby cathedral as France are out for revenge, while the Springboks will be eager to prove that 2023 was no fluke and continue their domination at the Stade de France, a ground where they've won 10 out of 13. Further spice is sprinkled into the mixture, not that it need to be, as it sees the best of the North host the best of the South as the Six Nations Rugby Championship holders collide. A blockbuster of epic proportions would be an underselling this. If it's anything close to what we saw 25 months ago, it will be an all-time classic. Much has changed since those two sides faced off. France head coach Fabien Galtier issued countless new caps. His counterpart Rossi, too. In fact, just 9 of the 23 feature again for France, while the number is 11 of the men for green and gold. One of the big absentees for Les Bleus. Okay, now it's just now responded. So it's just responded. I have access to my F drive. Now let me see if it's access. Yeah, I do actually have access. View extra large icons. Yep, I have access to it. Yep, folks, just like that. I mean, something's not right. That's not normal. So let me go to my E drive. Now the E drive is not responding. Something's not right here. I understand she has about tariff such as wrong, but I smiled and waved. Yeah, don't worry about that. Okay. Now I'm in my E drive. But it's not responding to the subfolders. That's crazy. That's just crazy. I've not experienced this in probably 30 years. Yeah, they're USB. So there's something wrong with my USB drivers probably, right? They are USB connected. That is correct. Yeah, Utopia, it's probably something to do with my USB drivers. Maybe Windows updated my USB drivers and they don't work. Yeah, no, I got you. It's not a laptop. It is a motherboard. It's a PC. Yep, there's an update that locks your drives and then they are done. It happened to one of my... Okay. Okay, it finally got there, but now it's not opening up the files. Wow, I'm opening a text file and I'm waiting. Yeah, there's something wrong. I have no other USB ports to try. My USB port, that's not going to solve the problem. I need all these drives. Yeah, it's the drive. So maybe I can roll back that update. Damn it, stop this. See, I can't get in there now. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the USB driver, so close the program. Notepad is not responding. Cancel. Yeah. and it doesn't close. It says it's going to close, it doesn't close. Yeah, fucking Microsoft. I hate Microsoft. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the ports. They can't all suddenly go bad. It can't suddenly be all my USB ports go bad. I've got internal ones built into the system. I've got ones attached to the motherboard. So it can't just suddenly be. It's got to be the drivers. That's what it has to be. Anyway. Yeah, because I access my D and C drives, not a problem. It's just the USB connected ones. Yep. It's got to be a USB driver. Ulrich, what's going on? And it still hasn't responded. I told this thing to close. It's still sitting there. Unfortunately, I need the text files to stay up. I can't wait for them to close, but I can't minimize it there. Can I minimize it? Good. Good. Anyway. Yeah, so I was reading from Planet Rugby. They do some good coverage of rugby. But weird things happening in South Africa. Johnny Boy Steenhuisen has asked around Maposa to replace one of the DA ministers. Why is that? Yeah, it always happens when you don't have time to sort out the issues. Yeah, twice this year I had to replace my laptops because I needed a computer for my dissertation. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Yep, that's the case. Yeah, I think it's a driver update. So, What do you think, Utopi? You've gone quiet on me all of a sudden. All right, so where was I at? Let's get to the news over here. So it's very frustrating. Steenhuisen wants to replace Deon George. He wants to put Willy Okamp in there. He also recommended DA member of Parliament Alex Abrahams as Deputy Minister of Trade Industry to replace Whitfield, who was fired months ago. DA leader and Minister of Agriculture John Steenhuisen has requested President Ramaphosa sack Deon George. Why? According to 4 insiders with knowledge of the matter, Steenhuisen has also recommended that Alex Abrahams be appointed. Party insiders say the proposed changes follow complaints and allegations of underperformance against George. Well, underperformance against George. How about underperformance by John Steenhuisen? The man has allowed the agriculture industry to fall apart as agriculture minister. Foot and mouth disease is a disaster. Why? Because John Steenhuisen ignored it and pretended it wasn't real. So if we're talking about underperformance, it's time to sack John Steenhuisen, not Deon George. Wow. 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 Yep. Oh, gotcha. Well, the problem is in the ports. I'm pretty sure it's the damn driver. I mean, there was a Windows update. Let me look and see when Windows was last updated. I hate Windows, but I hate Apple just as much. Explore your options and stay secure. Screw you, Microsoft, stay there. How about you quit messing with my damn computer? I never gave it authority to update. What's the updates here? Windows updates. Well, now it's not even showing me Windows updates. What the hell? It's just cycling through the window here. What is this crap? I hate these bastards. Make things. You know, I really started to hate Microsoft when they began making Office a subscription-based model. It's nonsense. I bought a license. I should be able to use it. And Windows Update is not opening up. What the hell? Okay, settings. Hello. Now settings won't open. There we go. Update and security. Windows Update. Yeah, they're right after Windows Update. I'm like, yeah, why motherboard? Why would I go to motherboard update when motherboard and Windows are not the same? Asus motherboard has nothing to do with Windows. What are you talking about? Anyway, but he wants to replace people. Yeah. So boy, the loyalty in the DA is just non-existent. Your version of Windows reached the end of support. Yes. Where is my last updates? I want to roll back an update. How do I do that? It should be here. Hey, J9, what's going on? Update history. There we go. $10.20. Yeah, John Cena had to start a second job. It's Microsoft. Beef farmers facing tough times. He'd been waiting 6 months for meds. Nothing. It's just pathetic. Yep. We still don't have South African Veterinary Council Committee because he interfered. Yeah, no, if we're talking about underperformance, then Steenhuisen as the Minister of Agriculture needs to go. It's a disaster, an absolute disaster. People must only buy stock from places that don't have foot and mouth. It's a bit obvious not to buy in an area which has foot and mouth, but he should do more. Yeah, agreed. Windows and had to set the new driver, install Windows, lost everything. Hey, Anthony, what's up? Mike. Okay. Orange Restaurant 5-star, the best. Okay. Orange Restaurant. What is, I don't know what PMR, there must be some travel related thing. Thank you for 350 Rand there, Mike. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Yeah, that is very nice. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. Okay. Cool. 5-star. That's incredible. That's impressive. 5-star restaurant, man. That's something else. Pretty cool. Well, I'll look at uninstalling those stupid updates and see what happens. Maybe that'll solve some of these problems. But this is just weird. I can't have this. I need to access these drives. There we go. And I'm going back to the USB drives and yep, unbelievable. Now I bought another solid state drive a few years ago, but I couldn't find the mounting place on it, my damn motherboard, to put another one in. So I wish, but that's only 1 terabyte. So anyway, Steenhuisen wants to replace Dion George. Well, that's what they say. Now, Senzo Mkunu, the suspended police minister, says that he tried to resign, but Fikile Mabulu wouldn't let him. What, are you, a slave? Well, okay, that's two different things, is it not? TPM, I went back and went back to where I was. Secure boot, what is that? That's something else. I mean, it wasn't. I thought it was the same thing. I can't possibly tell you that while I'm in the operating system. Oh, geez, this is this is really getting annoying here. Anyway, I may not be online. I may not have a computer tonight. So, jeez, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yep. Yeah, Microsoft screwing things up. Well, I don't understand. You asked me 2 questions. Are they the same thing? Anyway, I know you're trying to help me, but you're confusing me, man. What's this? Well, this is horrible. This is horrible. Brother to appear in court for the murder of 2 sisters in Mitchell's Plain. The man accused of shooting his 2 sisters in broad daylight while they were fetching his children from school is expected to appear in Mitchell's Plain Magistrate Court on Monday. The victims, identified as Gula Smith Newman and Zainab Jacobs, were gunned down Thursday afternoon while waiting outside Portland's primary school. The shocking incident also left a 12-year-old boy injured. According to police spokesman Sergeant Wesley Twigg, the women aged 26 and 30 were approached by a relative who opened fire on them at 3 p.m. The younger victim dead at the scene, while the older one died shortly after arriving at a nearby medical facility. Jeez. 32-year-old man was arrested shortly after the shooting. Source told Weekend Argus the attack may have been driven by domestic tensions over visitation rights to the children. He further added that the brother, who was on foot, first shot Jacobs while she was crossing a pedestrian crossing, then ran towards Smith Newman, who was sitting in the car, and shot her. Gee, many crickets. That's insane. What the hell's wrong, people? Yeah, how do you try to resign? Either you put your resignation in or you don't. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, that's what he says. He was denied. Yep. Suspended police minister Senzo Mkunu said his request to stand down from his duties in the ANC was declined when he offered to Secretary General Fikile Mabulu to step aside. Mkunu is facing a litany of allegations after KwaZulu-Natal Commissioner Lieutenant General Nkwonazi's claims that he allegedly involved in a criminal syndicate. Jeez. So why didn't he step aside? Unbelievable. These people kill me, man. They kill me. It is mental. You're right, Hendo. It's mental. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You understand? Yeah, I can't check right now. Yeah, and I don't remember. I mean, I went back and put the setting back to that. So it was just a huge mistake. I should have just left it alone. But I don't think that's the cause of these problems. It might be why I'm having trouble with Firefox, but I think it's the Windows updates. But I'm looking at the Windows updates, and there was a cumulative update that I didn't authorize that for Windows. I guess take them out in succession on the 20th of October. There are 2 updates. And maybe even the 7th or the 8th of October might have been a problem too. Yeah, They piss me off. I never asked for any of these damn updates. So many updates from Windows. Driver updates, 50 driver updates. Successfully installed on November 6th. Hewlett-Packard USB. I didn't authorize that. Intel. That goes back a couple years. Okay. Definition updates. 11.7. Security Intelligence Update. 11.3, 11.6. Every day. Other updates. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Should I uninstall those Windows things? I wonder if I can just click on that. Well, let me uninstall it. Let me see. Well, it doesn't let me uninstall it. How do I uninstall? It used to be uninstall updates. Okay, there we go. You click on that. Yeah, anyway. Good morning, Keith. What's going on? Bank and also waiting to be served was the cat in the... Yeah, didn't you say that previous, Karen? Somebody else, I thought maybe it was you, said they saw the cat in the hat. Huh. Yeah, no. I'm not going to install it. I was clicking on it to see what I can uninstall, and nothing happened. Didn't respond. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Servicing stack on 1019. All right. It just opened after all that crap. So, security update for Microsoft Windows on the 20th. That's when all this crap started. Yep. I'll wait, and I'll try to uninstall it tomorrow after all the rugby. How's that sound? After the rugby, and then if I don't have, I'll be down for Sunday. No, I'm not going to do it now. I just want to see what the updates were. So here, let me show you the updates. Okay, here we go. So you guys can look at this. Here's the updates. There we go. You probably can't see that very well. But there's a security update on the 20th of October, an update for Microsoft Windows, which is probably what the problem is, on the 20th. And on the 19th, there was a servicing stack. What is this servicing stack update? That I don't know. The rest I get. Could that be a problem? It was on the 19th. Any thoughts? Heard it is, though. Wow, good to see you there, man. 19 months. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I don't plan to reboot it now. I think I'll just save that for tomorrow. But I mean, this I can't function like this where I can't even see my drives. It's just crazy. There's something wrong with USB drivers. Yeah. Why do they have to mess with things at work? They always screw things up. JJ, I turned off auto updates. They've never been turned on. You can't install, but they do it every time. I go to bed, my computer turns on and reboots. Microsoft is evil. They need to be sued in a class action lawsuit. I never approved any of these updates. They just do it. It says no updates. Cannot install an update without my permission. It does it all the time. You don't think that's the problem? Okay, well then I'll wait. Maybe I'll find that Marine and ask him. You did type it. Oh no, I saw that. That was in an earlier broadcast. Thank you for that, Karen. All right, yeah. So all the streams are up now for the rugby. So people are asking about who is the guy that's going to try to run and replace Nancy Pelosi. Well, this is the evil guy that did it. So here he is. State Senator Scott Wiener, a demon rat from San Francisco, prepares to announce his proposed measure to provide legal refuge to displaced transgender youth and their families during a news conference in Sacramento back in 2022. Wearing a pink shirt. Protect trans kids. Yeah, okay. Conservatives cheering former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's retirement after 4 decades in Congress may want to be careful what they wish for. The early favorites to see the idiotic San Francisco demon rat is Scott Wiener. The three-term state senator and former city supervisor announced his candidacy 2 weeks ago before she even decided to forego re-election. His record of legislative success earned him a star status on the left as well as antipathy of the right. The Human Rights Campaign has praised Mr. Weenie as the tireless champion of LGBTQ issues. No less than billionaire Elon Musk has called him an utter scumbag. This is a man who's written 75% of California's insane gender, housing, climate, crime, and transportation laws. Yep. Sophia Lore, Outreach Director for Conservative California Family Council, said that Mr. Weenie's record represents the most anti-women, anti-family, anti-safety agenda I've ever seen from a state legislator. It's the same man who publicly labeled me as part of an LGBT hate group simply because I testified to the biological truth that men cannot menstruate. Men can't menstruate. It's a biological fact. Then I could say, hey, what's going on? Yeah, they can go to New York City. Scheduler for Windows. All right, well, I was unaware of that. That would explain why. I tried to find that. So, anyway. It's just bleed from our bum. He's a 55-year-old Harvard Law School graduate. Isn't afraid to go where the lawmakers feel the trend. Okay. HIV transmission. Senate Bill 239 lowered the penalty for knowingly transmitting HIV to another person from a felony to misdemeanor. This guy is a scumbag. Right there. That makes him a scumbag. Right there. Knowingly giving somebody HIV, he lowered it to a misdemeanor crime. Giving someone a life-crushing disease. I'm not sure. Utopia, thank you for that, but I'm not sure what you're going to do. Okay. He's straight up pedo who dresses in leather bondage in public pride events. He's obsessed with children. Yeah, I didn't know that. So, Sex Offender Registry of 2019, the state bill gave judges discretion to decide whether men convicted of having consensual gay sex with minors aged 14, 17 should be placed in sex offender registry if they're within 10 years of minor's age. Yeah, I think you're right about that. You know some stuff there, Light Rain. Transgender inmates require inmates to be housed in a manner consistent with their gender identity, allowing males to be incarcerated in women's prisons. Prostitution. Repealed the law against loitering for the intent to commit prostitution, preventing law enforcement from arresting suspected sex workers based on their appearance, but also making it more difficult to identify and remove minors from traffickers. Transgender state of refuge. Shielded families seeking gender transition treatment in California from out-of-state prosecution. It also weakened parental rights by allowing courts to take emergency jurisdiction of minors. No mask for ICE. That's a bill he's got out there now. Yeah, this guy is a sick, twisted individual. In a Thursday video, Mr. Weenie thanked Nancy Pelosi for her service and said she'd done some mountains for our community in San Francisco. He praised her age advocacy after she won a special congressional election in 1987. In 1987, I was a 17-year-old closeted gay teenager in New Jersey, he said. I had just admitted to myself that I was gay, and it was scary because there was a mass die-off happening with gay men, and no one seemed to give a crap. Well, no one gives a crap about you because you're an evil, sick, twisted individual. Yep. He said, Miss Pelosi was sticking up for people like me, for kids like me, for gay men like me, and I like somebody. Oh, God. You have no idea what you're asking, Gideon. You're asking three different things. Will someone on H-2A visa program go home? That's my question. I don't know. Go home, sure. And have an interview with the refugee program where they look at it with someone with CDL. What the hell does a CDL license have to do with anything? A commercial driver's license has nothing to do with refugee status. Your physical capabilities, your talents, your qualifications don't matter. I don't understand what you're asking, Gideon. It has nothing to do with anything. No, I'm not going to try to fix the computer tonight. I need it to work in the morning. I have to get up at 6 o'clock to broadcast rugby. So, no, we're not going to try that tonight. Mr. Weenie. There's two comments here. Wiener is a dick. If Sodom and Gomorrah had representative. Load more comments. Okay. Sure, send this deranged San Francisco libtard to DC. His ideology was soundly defeated by President Trump in 2024. The American people rejected the ultra-radical policies of these types of lunatics that ruled for the last 4 years. The American middle class saw through the extremely narrow agenda that had nothing to do with improving people's lives in the country's economy, and everything to do with creating a protected class out of the most fringe radicals in society who would live like parasites on the backs of the working people of this country. The Democratic Party is about to disintegrate, and radicals like this sexual predator and pervert are about to learn how utterly delusional they are. No doubt the nuts in San Francisco will elect the most idiotic far-left candidate running. It's like sewer sludge. Take a shovel, fall out, and more slides in to replace it. Oh, these comments. He is the most prominent member of the Flat Earth Society. Needs mental help. California's messed up enough to send a heathen like this to D.C. I love it. Excuse me. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, my goodness. That's funny. Well, a judge has blocked President Trump from deploying troops to Oregon. The judge who was appointed by Trump said the attempted deployment importantly exceeded the president's authority. No, it doesn't. Federal judge Friday evening blocked President Trump from deploying the National Guard in Oregon, the latest setback in the bid to send troops. The U.S. District Judge Karen Immergut said Trump had overstepped his authority and violated the 10th Amendment by calling it didn't violate the 10th Amendment. No way. Didn't violate the 10th Amendment. Where is she smoking crack? Where's she getting that idea from? Where is she getting that idea from? She's high. The 10th Amendment means that any power is not given to the federal government or denied to the states are automatically reserved to the states. The power to stop insurrection is given to the federal government. So she's an idiot. Because they're out of control. She's an idiot. She said Trump did not have a lawful basis to federalize National Guard. Of course he did. Of course he did. Wow. She concluded that contrary to the administration's contentions, there was neither rebellion or danger of rebellion in Oregon. Really? So the president can't activate the National Guard for riots? That's not true. You can't federalize that? That's not true. We've done it. We've done it in Los Angeles. We've done it in D.C. So Biden was illegally using the National Guard to keep Americans from accessing the Capitol building for 9 months after January 6th. Where was where was this decision then? Wow. These people are fools. Meanwhile, Trump did win. Where's the other one at? There's another one here. Where'd the Trump one go? Trump did win a case. Where the hell did the thing go to? Okay. Something's not right here. Let me go back to my mail. That's where I found that. Yeah, Supreme Court. There it is. Why is that not showing up? CNN changed my story. Yeah, so they skip past it. These bastards. They're hiding the story now. The Supreme Court lets Trump pause SNAP payments for now. Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson temporarily paused a lower court ruling that required Trump to cover full food stamp benefits for tens of millions of people. Wow. Ketanji Brown Jackson. Jackson's just assigned to handle emergency appeals from the First U.S. Circuit Court. That's crazy. DCA ground stop lifted. Ronald Reagan National Airport was under a ground stop for a portion of Friday, according to alert from air traffic control. Effective flights only for Reagan National lifted at 9:40 this evening. 32 air traffic control facilities reported staffing shortages today that prompted flight delays. Wow. 9 staffing shortages reported at control towers, including Austin, Burbank, Newark, New Orleans, Ontario, California, San Francisco twice, Tampa, and D.C. 12 reports noted TRACONs, which handle flights arriving or departing airports, were understaffed, including Atlanta, Chicago, Houston, twice, Newark, twice, Las Vegas, Orlando, Phoenix, and Southern California, 3 areas. And 8 air traffic control centers that handle flights at high altitudes, also short-staffed in Albuquerque, Atlanta, Boston, Cleveland, Dallas twice, Jacksonville, and Washington, D.C. Flights were delayed an average of 4 hours tonight, heading to Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport, according to the Federal Aviation Administration. Flights headed to Houston's William Hobby Airport were delayed an average of 3 hours. The city's other main airport, wow, saw incoming delays of 46 minutes. That's crazy. 482 reports of staffing problems requiring action since the start of the shutdown. 57,672 flights between the 7th and 9th November. 1,723 were canceled. That represents 2.1%. The least affected was Allegiant, which had 402 flights. Only 2 well, not Allegiant, excuse me, Spirit, which had 455 flights, just one was canceled. Allegiant with 402 flights had 2 canceled. The biggest number of cancellations was with United Airlines, 549 flights canceled. But in 3 days, I mean, these airlines, American had 17,000 flights, Southwest had 7,000, United 13,000, Delta 13,000. That's a lot of flights. These are massive operations, folks. They dwarf other countries. It's just crazy how many people. Wow. Now the Washington Post and Washington Times are reporting what I just told you. They're reporting that in the last few minutes. Crazy, 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 crazy. Unbelievable. So Trump had another win with that big deal with Uzbekistan. It was pretty interesting. Should have guessed my cousin in Saudi Arabia. What's that all about? He knows I'm on thin ice as an auto pen nominee. What are you talking about, Light Rain? Hey, Group, what's going on? Came in late. Did you see real Donald Trump on Truth about G20? No one yesterday. Oh, I did not see that. Let's go to the Truth Report. That's what am I doing here? Truth Social. I'm going to Truth Report. That's stuck in my head. Okay, Senate Democrats, Trump administration, breaking sprint. Oh, okay, I want Trump. Give me Trump. The real Donald Trump. Okay, health insurance stock performance after Obama. Oh, that's a great chart, yeah. Wow. I want to show you this in a second. Now we're striking back. Finally, Republicans under Trump are telling people the truth about Obamacare. What's going on here? Every Democrat, Kazakhstan, senators. Interesting. I don't see anything here about South Africa. Must be a while ago. Nothing. Okay. Who sent that to me? Is Mad Max. Okay. Okay, 11/8. It's not 11/8 yet. Did he just put it up? That must be your time. So that's 7 hours. That means about 5 o'clock our time. So 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. There it is. Got it. Wow. All right, well, Trump. Wow. It's a total disgrace. The G20 will be held in South Africa. Afrikaners, people who are descended from Dutch settlers and also French and German immigrants, are being killed and slaughtered, and their land and farms being illegally confiscated. No U.S. government official will attend as long as these human rights abuses continue. I look forward to hosting G20 in Miami in 2026. Ooh. Well, that answers that question. We were talking about people going to be there. Thank you, Mad Max, for finding that. Appreciate that. Yep, that's wow. That's huge. I'll have to make a video as soon as we're done with this about that. That's huge. That's big news. Big news. Wow. YouTube is muted. Well, try refreshing. That might help. Is it me? Well, no, it's not me. I'm talking. Yep. Ouch. That's huge. That's no doubt. The EFF will quickly respond to this. ANC will respond to it. They'll call it lies and misrepresentations. Yeah. Trump is not playing around, folks. He held this one for a long time, because the summit is coming up just shortly. I mean, it was going to be when I was doing the consulting. So it's like the 20th. It's like 2 weeks away. And he's just said, no, we're not going. Not a single U.S. representative. Ooh, it's going to get cold in Pretoria in the summertime. Ooh, baby. Santon is not going to see the U.S. there. Wow. So many refuge statements right now, it cannot be disputed. Well, Kasigi, nobody knows what refuge statements are. There's no actual public release of that, but yeah, I think it can never been denied before. So yeah, wow, that is huge. Thank you for that, Mad Max. Mike, thanks for the super chat. Start this thing off. I really appreciate that too. What is your restaurant all about? I'm curious. You gave that super chat earlier. What kind of restaurant is it? I mean, is it an Italian restaurant? Is it an Afrikaans restaurant? Is it German? It's not Indian, I don't think. But anyway, be curious about that. Rhino Girl's here. What's going on? Friends in several states in Australia and New Zealand makes wishing them on time difficult. Makes wishing them, huh? Yep, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt, yeah. Boy, that's just, Trump needs to put a picture in there when he does that. So that's huge. And thank you for that, JJ. I mean, I think I'll be the first one to report on that. Not JJ, it's Mad Max. Thank you, Mad Max, for telling me that. I think I'll be the first one to actually report that covers South Africa. So there you go, folks. There you go. There you go. Well, that's interesting. I can't wait to do that. So anyway, 87 likes. Wow, small audience tonight. No, he didn't beat around the bush. He's not playing. Homie, don't play that. He's not playing that game. That's for darn sure. Yep. Wow. Anyway, yeah. So is that being watched at all? No, Jules. Again, we tell people all the time, you've got to join the Telegram group or WhatsApp group to get notified. You're not going to be notified. That's what YouTube does. Yep, that's just what they do. So just 944 views. Well, I don't expect that one to do very well. 1,500. Okay, this is the actual number there. So anyway. Oh, birthday anniversaries. Gotcha. Okay, wishing them well. Got it. All right, we're slowly creeping up. We're 113,693. Man. So anyway, slow gain. It's a slow race there. Anyway. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. Okay. Jeez. Wow. Boy. Someone else passed away. Sorry, guys. I'm waiting to ask if I can share it. What's this? People send links and they don't send them as links. I don't know why they do that. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's from Petsa. Yeah, no. Haven't watched Venom Petsa in a long time. Yeah, Telegram works well. Only one kernel group on there, so easy to see. Yeah, exactly. The Telegram's a great idea. I don't know why people don't like to use Telegram. It's just fantastic. The only problem with Telegram is he'll stick me in groups. I need to stop that. Stop letting him do that. Pericarditis. Oof. Well, that's not good, Ingrid. Mods are quick, and you kernel sometimes are so quick it gets double upload notification. Yeah, no, not always so, but the mods don't hit all the groups that I hit. Good morning, AdCorp Broker Consulting. Who's sleeping? Who's sleeping? Oh, the audience? Yeah, well, it's Saturday morning, so I don't usually do the night owls on Saturday night anymore, but maybe I shouldn't do it on Friday and Saturday night. But people like it, so. Anyway. So Trump announcement, do you think he will kick South Africa to G20? He can't do it. I don't think he can do it. I don't think he can do it. So I think there has to be a mutual agreement by the members. But there's no reason for South Africa to be in the G20. It's not legitimate. There's no reason for G20 to exist, frankly. It should be a G7 maximum. Anyway, Canada's economy is shrinking, maybe G6. Whole family sick this week seems, oh gosh, that's terrible. Shame. Yeah, the G23, that's huge. That's huge. I mean, no representative. I've said we're going to have a representative because they were going to have a representative, but now Trump's decided no representative. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, imagine if I had come as a journalist to cover it, I'd be the only person from the U.S. there. Now there'll be U.S. news crews there. Wow, that's crazy. Wowzo. What's going on here? Now my freaking, oh, there we go. So now my WhatsApp's not working. It won't attach things. What the hell? Reopen it. Now my WhatsApp's not working properly. What the hell? Unbelievable. Maybe I can drag stuff into it. This is really starting to piss me off. Yep. So I can drag stuff in there. I'm trying to find a shock emoji. That'll work. There we go. Got it. Found what I'm looking for. Wait a second. Who's this? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Boy, the Truth Report is adding people left and right. I think we're getting a little bit out of control there. No, J.D. Vance was not coming, to my knowledge. No, AdCorp broker consulting, it just broke this evening. It broke this evening around 5 p.m. Trump posted, hey, it's F around and find out Fridays. F around and find out Fridays. Trump sent it out. You mess around, you find out. Yep. Happy to hear that the USA not coming. That would be a big insult. It is a huge insult to Ramaphosa and his ANC government. Yep. Since it's winter here, now all kinds of Gogas are popping up. Okay. Oh, because people are trapped inside. It's winter here in the northern hemisphere. Oh, Rhino Girl, you're not in South Africa, so gotcha. Okay. Hey, Tinky Keiser, what's going on, man? Snook Club. What? What? Anyway, so Quids, what's going on? President Trump does not care, but behind closed doors, they're talking about South Africa. Yeah, you're right about that. Gideon, there's this question. Will refugee look at guys that work on H-2A program and they're back in South Africa? Okay, again, your question is confusing. It's two questions. Will they look at H-2A guys? No. If you're not in South Africa, you can't qualify for the program. If you're asking if someone's been on an H-2A visa and goes back and is in South Africa and they apply for the refugee program, will they be considered? Yes, they'll be considered because they're living in South Africa. South African, racially discriminated against, and they're living in South Africa. Yes, they will be considered. But if you're over here in the U.S. on an H-2A visa, you can't be considered. I said that we thought that would never be the case in the beginning. And the one time where Professor G and I disagree is he talks about, because he's looking at it from a standpoint of asylum. I'm looking at the articulation of legitimate persecution, which is the standard for refugee status. And so we differ slightly on this. My argument, I'm not giving advice to people, but I mean, he says if you leave America where you're safe and go back to South Africa, you'll never get refugee status. But I mean, that's no slight against Professor G. I'm not attacking, but that's just crazy. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, we have white folks who work in the embassy in South Africa, in Washington, D.C., and Kellards and Indians, but that doesn't preclude others from coming over. So, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. So I'm not really sure. So we disagree on that one a bit. But I think if your question is the following, if a person has participated in the H-2A program and they're in South Africa, will it count for or against them? I think that's what you're asking without asking the question, Gideon. Maybe it's a language issue. The answer would be, in my view, my analysis, it has no impact. None. Other than we know you're a trustworthy person that can come over and not commit crimes. It's no impact whatsoever. Tailfinder says, I know a family had HIVs and worked in USA for some time, years and did the US thing I did. Well, that's what I told people to do, Tailfinder. You're confirming what I said. The initial question, people, was, I'm in the USA, can I apply? And I said, well, you're not permanently residing in the USA. You're here temporarily. Put a statement of interest in, fly back to South Africa for the interview, and then, there you go. All right? And a few people, to my knowledge, did. God bless. It sounds like I'm getting like something stabbed me here. Did that, and I guess it worked out for them. So, but I don't know what the guy's question is because it's very unclear. It's very unclear to me. I don't know what the question is. I'm just using telepathy to try to figure it out here. There wouldn't be a family that had H-2A visas. The families don't get H-2A visas. A worker gets a visa. Yep. My daughter swears by local honey, lemon juice, and rooibos tea. Well, I swear by honey because I'm a beekeeper. And I also swear by rooibos tea. Love rooibos tea. I have no idea what you're talking about, Husky, and I didn't have COVID, so that doesn't affect me. What's the fake news on your side? Ad corporate broker consulting? No, I mean, I think there was a report that the Vance would be coming instead of Trump months ago. That's old news. Okay, Firefox generates credentials using TPM with Windows Hello, but does not send attestation. So, is that a new thing or is that an old thing? Because I never had this problem. Never once was I ever logged out of any of my sites unless I logged out. Never had this problem. Looks like you're doing some research while we're here on the program. We're going to have some music? Well, we could have some music. We had the music from last night. And it is Saturday morning, so it's a good time for it. Look at that, it opened up. Okay, I need to get a browser. There we go. Suno. Let's see if I'm logged out of Suno or not. That shouldn't be. Nope, I'm in. Oh, there we go. I can do it. Trump's not coming. Trump's not coming to the G20. Okay. Okay, I want... what do I want here? Who's alternative? Looking for the... Whoops. Country rock. Country rock, let's try that, okay? Oh, it just goes up there. Now, vocals, okay. I don't know if they'll let me do this. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see if it lets me do it. Try to find what? What are you looking for? No, I mean, you talking about something recent? Trump, it doesn't matter what the news was. The news may not have been wrong. Trump just put this out at 5 p.m. So whatever, if it was announced early in the day, if it was announced yesterday, last week that Vance was coming, it wouldn't be fake news necessarily, but it's been trumped by Trump. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, okay? Here we go, all right? So I got two versions of it. If a person goes to South Africa, embassy in another country to put in a request, no. No. It only happens in the movies. It's nonsense. There's no such thing. You can't apply for a refugee from another country. Well, wait. Let me read what you're asking here. Okay, I think maybe I misread your question. Okay. So what did Malcolm say? If a person goes to a South African embassy in another country to put in a request for refugee status, is that so? What do you mean another? So you want refugee status in Namibia by going to the South African embassy? Why would you go to the South African embassy in Namibia? Where do you want refugee status from? From South Africa? They don't give you refugee status. It's South African soil, but yeah, but that's not an entirely true statement. You're still in the host country. So I've worked in so many embassies. It's insane. So your question really doesn't make sense the way it's crafted, Malcolm. Please rephrase it. Okay, here we go. No USA and RSA.
Empty chairs and Santon's halls, big summit calls, but no one falls. Trump's got his cards close to his chest. Ramaphosa takes the hit like the rest. No flags flying high, no handshake in the sky. No USA and RSA, no deal, no way, no USA and RSA. Just words to betray.
I like it.
Ancient with their blank stares, sad faces hiding their prayers. Pretoria shaking from the heat, while DC's not even on its feet. Lines drawn in the sand, Trump pulls a winning hand. No USA and RSA, no deal, no way, no USA and RSA. Just words to betray. Just words to betray.
Version 2, no USA and RSA.
Empty chairs and Santon's halls, big summit calls, but no one falls. Trump's got his cards close to his chest. Ramaphosa takes the hit like the rest. No flags flying high, no handshake in the sky. No USA and RSA, no deal, no way, no USA and RSA. Just words to betray.
First one was better. That first one's better.
No USA and RSA.
Yeah, the bridge is good in this, but yeah, the first one's better. All right, I thought I'd try it as a pop song now. Let's see.
No star-spangled banners flying high, Santa's waiting, but the eagle won't try. Pretoria's got a thorn in its side, diplomatic poker played worldwide. Ace on the table, hearts on the floor. Who's keeping score? Who's keeping score? No USA and RSA. Big summit's gone.
I love it.
Trump said his piece, now he's on his way. No USA and RSA. No USA and RSA. Blank stares, the Ainsley's got no plan. Sad faces, but the show must stand. From Washington to Johannesburg sand, the game is rigged, the dealer's hand. Ace on the table, hearts on the floor. Who's keeping score? Who's keeping score? No USA and RSA. Big summit's gone astray. Trump said his piece, now he's on his way. No USA and No USA and RSA. Oh, yeah.
This one rocks. Second version. That one's awesome.
La 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 la. No star-spangled banners flying high. Samson's waiting, but the eagle won't try. Victoria's got a thorn in its side. Diplomatic poker played worldwide. Ace on the table, hearts on the floor.
First one's better.
Who's keeping score? Who's keeping score? No USA and RSA. Big summit's gone astray. Trump said his piece, now he's on his way. No USA and RSA. No USA and RSA. Big summit's gone astray. Trump said his piece, now he's on his way. No USA and RSA. Blank stares, the Ainsley's got
first one is definitely better. That first one is awesome, man. That is awesome.
No star-spangled banners.
We're back to the first version now.
Sentence waiting, but the eagle won't try. Pretoria's got a thorn in its side. Diplomatic poker played worldwide. Ace on the table, hearts on the floor. Who's keeping score? Who's keeping score? No USA in RSA. Big summit's gone astray. Trump said his piece, now he's on his way. No USA in No USA in Blank stares, the ANC's got no plan. Sad faces, but the show must stand.
Ooh, wow.
From Washington
Sweet.
to Johannesburg sand. The game is rigged, the dealer's hand.
That is sweet. Look at that.
On the table, hearts on the floor. Who's keeping
Damn.
score? Who's keeping score? No USA in RSA. Big summit's gone astray.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Trump said his piece, now he's on his way. No USA.
Impressive. Let me do the Lamola.
No USA in RSA.
Do the Lamola. Ronnie. Black man can't dance. Yeah, that food does look spectacular. Wow, that's incredible. Nels Prut's on my list for this trip next time. My friend Johan Orton lives down there. I'd like to catch a game down there, but it would have to be the Springbok test season. I'm going to miss that, so shame. But yeah, I'd love to do it. You have Intel. I have Intel. Ooh, Topi. Intel. Boy, you're working hard to solve this for me, man. Thank you. This is the first one, Karen. Anyway, oh, you mean the first rock song? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's brilliant, man. Thank you for that, Mike. Thanks. Wow, thanks for the 35 Rand. Appreciate that. Wow, that's a pretty impressive looking restaurant. Cool. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I need to make a video very quickly about that. And then I've got to go, I could download the lineups for tomorrow morning, then get up in the morning, shower very quickly, and get ready for Georgia hosting USA in Tbilisi. Then it's going to be Belgium hosting Namibia in Dubai for the Reposh tournament, the final qualification slot. 6 teams, 1 team goes to the last 24 slot for the World Cup in Australia. And then it's later in the day, Les Bleus de France hosting the Springboks. 10 o'clock for South Africans, 3 o'clock for me. All right. The issues in the VA, new veteran job openings emerging. How can leaders rebuild trust and better support U.S. veterans? That's a big question to ask me as I'm wrapping up. Can you put a pin in that and hold it for later on? Okay, you're very welcome, Husky. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Be sure to hit the like button. We got 140 likes. I think it's the slowest audience of the week, but that's cool. We're not here for numbers. Where are we? All right, guys. Thanks. Cheers. I got to record a video. Bye-bye.